Hello everyone, today I am recording a tutorial in which I will teach you how we can create automatic table of content in Adobe InDesign by following some few basic steps. So I have just produced a sample document. Like you can see here, there's a cover page, then these two pages are dedicated for the table of content which we will be creating, and then we have a section cover, then we have the first heading of the first section, then we have the body text, then we have some subheadings, and then we have another heading of the same section. So basically there are multiple levels that we normally see in the table of content, and the page numbers are to be included also. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, we have to do two major steps. First of all, we have to incorporate the page number, right? Because it is very important parameter in table of content. And then we have to apply paragraph styles. So let's start with putting the page number first. Okay, so this is all the normal text that you normally type in other software or in Adobe InDesign. Okay, so first of all, what I am going to do, I am just going into the parent page. This is the parent page that I have created, and here I want to include the page number. So what I will simply do, I will just put any number over here, then some spacing. Okay, and then just select this number and press Command Option Shift N. So basically what it has done, it has transformed this number into a variable parameter, that is a page number, and you can simply copy entire thing and paste on the other side, and now you can come back onto the page. So here you can see the page number has been incorporated here. This is the fifth page of the document, so it is showing fifth over here. We can also make it as page number 1, but this is not the point of concern at the moment. This tutorial is about creating the table of content. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, now we are going to apply the paragraph styles. You can go to type, and from here you can select paragraph styles, or you can also see over here, this is also paragraph style. Okay, just open this one, select this text that you have written, that is a section name. Okay, and I am just going to apply it, or I can just simply hit plus. So basically this has created the first paragraph style that we have applied on this section name, and I can rename it as section name. So whatever the style has been applied on it, like you can see the basic character formats, the font family, font style, everything has been incorporated as a paragraph style. Okay, same thing, we will be going to the heading number 1 and again click on the plus, create new style. Okay, then again rename it as, we can say, section heading. Okay, then we have this thing, we can select this, and another style, we can write it as body text gray. We are just creating the paragraph style, so it will help us in creating the table of content. Okay, now you can see there is subheading, so we also want this to be included in the table of content. So we will select this heading and create another style, then rename it as, we can say, section subheading. Okay, all the characters and formatting are already there. Okay, now we have created multiple paragraph style. You can see we have created section name, section heading, body text, and section subheading. But this is not everything. We have to apply the same style to each heading. Like here you can see the heading is applied on this. Now the heading is applied on this one. Okay, similarly the section name. Now the section name is now we have the style applied on that particular portion. Okay, similarly we are not bothering about the body text because this will not be the part of the table of content. So for now we are just selecting the subheading and just keep on applying the same effect. Okay, on the other page. Okay, now you can see that I have applied a paragraph style on the main section name. Okay, the heading, the subheading, the style have been applied on all these things. Okay, now the next step is, this will be the part of the table of content. So what I am going to do, I am just creating a duplicate style. Okay, and I will let you know the reason of it. okay, TOC. And I am also just changing the size of this style. Let's say I'm just using 14, okay, and I am also changing the color. Let's use this one for now. Okay, now this is our section name paragraph style for the table of content. Similarly, I am going to create duplicate for the section heading because this will also be a part of table of content. Just hit section heading, duplicate, and rename it as TOC. And now here I am going to use the font size 12 and the font style is medium and not all caps. We can keep it as normal, okay, and everything is left okay. Let's change the color as well, the same one that we have used for the main heading. We can change it later on as well, okay. And the last one is the subheading that will also be a part of the table of content. So create duplicate style of this one as well and rename it as TOC, okay. And here I am, just for the understanding, I am just using it as italic, and let's leave everything else. All these font sizes, font family can be changed later on as well. So here it is. Now we can keep all the TOC styles in the same. Basically these are the styles that will show how our text will be displayed in the table of content, okay, but the reference will be taken from the actual heading. Okay, let's start creating the table of content. I am going in the layout. Here you can see the table of content. Let's open it. Okay, so here you can see contents. Basically this is the main title that will be shown as the heading of the table of content, okay, and this is the paragraph style. So it is asking that which style you want to keep for the main heading. So we can simply use section heading for now, okay. Which levels we want to include in the table of content. So first of all, I want to put the section name as the first level, right, and after the section name the second will be section heading, and after the section heading we will be having section subheading, okay. Just make sure that you have not used the TOC ones because the TOC ones are only for the style, but the actual headings or the text will be taken from these styles, okay. Now it is asking that for the section name which style do you want to use. So we have already created the TOC levels for that. For the section heading, let's use section heading TOC, and for the section subheading let's use section subheading TOC. So for each heading now we have the corresponding styles, and now we can hit as okay here. Okay, now you can see that it has created an automatic table of content, but obviously it needs adjustment, so we can start one by one. So first of all, what our primary purpose is to make these page number go to the extreme right. So what we can do, we can go to layout, table of content, and from here just select the section heading first, section name first, and from here after entry delete whatever it is already in the box and just hit right indent tab. Okay, do the same for the other styles, for the section heading and for the section subheading. Okay, now when we hit OK, you can see that all the page numbers have been aligned to the extreme right. Okay, now in order to change the spacing and indentation of these items, what we have to do, we have to play with the paragraph styles. So here we created the section name TOC first, go to edit section and go to indent and spacing, okay, and from here you can adjust the spacing. Now whenever a new section will be created, this spacing will always be maintained. Okay, let's keep it 0.25 and we do not need anything else at the moment, so we can just simply hit OK. Now going to the next section, section, that was the section name, and now the section heading. Okay, now I can see this style is not fine, we have to make it semi bold. So what I can do, go to basic character format, and from here we can select semi bold. And regarding the indent and spacing, just for the understanding, let's add a bit of indent, right? And the vertical spacing can also be put over here like this. Okay, now if we go to the third item, that is the section subheading. Okay, let's go to section subheading and again edit it. And here I don't want to keep it all caps, let's keep it normal. Let's reduce the size by 1. Let's add some indentation to the second line item. Okay, hit okay. One thing I am just observing, that we also have to create some spacing between these two. So what I can do, I can go to section heading again. Okay, and from here I can increase the space after this, so it will create some spacing like this. Okay, now you must have observed that when we applied this new style, so we do not have to manually apply on the second one. You can see this style is automatically updated. Okay, so now let's play with the content. Okay, let's say I just want to put something here like design 01, and the second heading is design 02, and here I can type, let's Saad Ahmed 01, and here I am putting Saad Ahmed 02. Okay, let's put 03, and let's try putting another heading in between here. Let's put section Saad Ahmed 02 over here. Okay, now you can see that I have edited the text. We can also update this one. Let's call it main design. Okay, and we have created one additional subheading over here. Okay, and when we just go to layout and hit update table of content, you can see that everything has been updated over here. You can see this main text has been updated, section heading is updated, section subheadings are updated. At any moment, if you think that any of the formatting is not looking fine, you can always go to the table of content paragraph styles. Okay, and you can always make it like all caps. You can always change it like this, so it's up to you what you want to do. Okay, and one more thing that I am just observing, that you must have observed here the full stop or the dash line, so that it gives a good impression that how these items are linked with one another. Okay, in order to add some full stop or dash line connecting the line item with the page number, what you have to do, let's add the dot to the section subheading. Go to edit section subheadings, go to tab, and here you can just put full stop and hit this soft gray bar. So you can see that when I have hit that gray bar, this full stop has been created. Now it's up to you how you can handle it. You can in fact add some dash line, you can add full stop, whatever you want to add. Okay, so that is also very much handy.